Beautiful morning here in August. Unusually nice weather. Close to the 70s. This morning is close to in the 60s here in Iowa. Just gonna come out here this morning to do a little exercise. Hit a little bit in my range here at home. Kind of talk through my swing thoughts a little bit. And my other thoughts, if any should come up. Getting a little older. Gotta warm up a little bit more. The lower back definitely doesn't fare as well as it used to. And I get those muscles loosened up a bit. The grass is not growing very good right now. It's a little dry, so I got this little pad out to hit off of. Makes it a little better to not be hitting off the dirt. Alright, first swing, just a little bit of half swing. Get the muscles warmed up a bit. Hit a few of these. What I'm thinking of is my grip, especially my left hand. Get that palm on top of the club. And that right one in there just to guide it along a little bit. These flies are here today. What in the world? I was just thinking this morning that there hasn't been as many flies this year. And here they are. They're starting to come in. Switched to these Titleist tour models a couple years ago. More of a blade. Got them on eBay. I think I paid $150 for 3-iron to pitching wedge. And then had them rebent to modern day, close to modern day, angles. And you can really feel when you miss hit. Kind of a good training tool for sure. You got those big cavity backs and you miss hit, you can't really tell you miss hit it. But with these, you'll know for sure. And there's a consequence. It'll go 20 yards shorter. Like that one. A little shank to the right. Still warming up here. Don't feel too bad about that. There we go, getting close to normal speed. Almost a full backswing. Focusing on keeping that club head shallow on my takeaway. Make sure I'm rotating. Keep most of the weight on my left foot. A little bit on the heel there. I think I jerked that one a little bit fast on my swing. There we go. That was a good hit. Still not a full backswing yet, but working up. There we go, that's pretty close to a full swing. I always like starting with my 7-iron. It's pretty much the perfect length. Usually is for most people. I think I got a couple inches extra on my club because I'm 6 foot. I'm 6'1" actually. You get older, you start forgetting things about yourself. What size shoes you got. You had the same ones for a while. How tall you are. Your age. I don't know if that's a subconscious way of trying to forget it. Trying to forget about change. Or if you just got other things you're thinking about. Or maybe it's just because you have less people asking you how old you are. That's a pretty good one. I think we're about ready to switch to another club. Let's do some shaping first. Do a nice little cut. When I think of a cut, the only thing I change is my backswing. My takeaway, I come out a little bit away from me. I'm thinking I'm coming out and I'm coming across when I swing. The face is just a little bit open. And I kind of turn hard and my hands go in front of the club head. I'm just thinking of how is this club head, the face, going to be coming across at the ball, giving it a little bit of spin. And then when I want to do a little baby draw, thinking the opposite. Takeaway is more back behind me. Instead of away from me, it's towards me. And I really let the club come around and turn over right at the ball. So, here's a little draw. And honestly, the older I get, the harder it is to hit it straight. I mean, it's always been hard to hit it straight. So I kind of avoid the straight shot as much as I can. Here's my straight swing. Now it will go straight, but usually when I do it that way, it goes higher, and then right at the peak it'll either go left or right. Just got a little bit of spin on it. Can never get it really perfectly. So I'd much rather, when I'm playing around, know what it's going to do. Give it a little extra in that direction. A little draw. My draw seems to come out a little shorter, a little shallower. The cut comes a little higher, a little shorter of a hit too. Takes a little bit off of it. There's a cut. With the blades, you can definitely shape it a bit more. I want to jump up to a 5-iron. Having a little trouble with that guy. Something about it, maybe it's a little short for me. I keep mishitting this as a blade. A little bit of a blade, not much. It's kind of that in between the short iron and the long iron. or mid-iron, I guess. And it's just, how do you switch from your mid to short iron swing to a long iron to a long iron versus or a hybrid or something like that. You kind of have a little bit more of an out swing as opposed to an up and down swing. Oh, there goes a ball. The 5-iron, I can't seem to hit it soft. It wasn't bad, a little bit off the toe. There's a little cut. Do a little draw. This looks good. I'll just be done with it. Oh yeah. Alright, put that one back in the bag. Let's go to the 5 wood. This one's been a pretty good club for me. I like these Titleists. They're old, but they're good. And the 906 F4, it's got 18.5 degrees. And mine goes somewhere between 220 to 250. Somewhere in there. Depends on how hard I swing. It's a really nice club. Feels great. I really like the small head on it. I don't like the wider club heads for 5 and 3 wood. I just think that they're going to allow you to have too much variability when you're hit. At least that's what I think in my head. So what I'm thinking in these is a nice, what I've been really working on is, when I think about a lot with these 5 and 3 woods, is my backswing. I really want it to be nice and slow, because it kind of sets me up for the whole swing. If I swing back too quickly, I will, my wrists and the club head will get out of sync, and then I'll have to make up for it on the way down by swinging a little bit faster, jerking a little bit, and then I end up topping the ball, just hitting it fat, not hitting it nice and square. But if I allow the swing to work more like a pendulum, and kind of let the club head, the weight of the club head, come around naturally, you can really get a lot more speed with little effort, and your timing's much better. So it's really the backswing. You don't need to do a big fast backswing like this. In fact, when you do that, your hands could end up coming back before the club head, and it has to catch up, and then you're always playing catch up on the whole swing. What you want is a nice slow backswing. Hitting it a little low here. I think that's because I'm putting my weight on my back foot here, and I'm kind of making up for it, trying to move my weight quickly to the front, and then I end up hitting down on the ball. There, that was a little higher. Kept my weight on the front foot. The weight doesn't need to be all on the front foot, but I'd put like most of it. Maybe like 60, 70%. Feels kind of weird the first few times you do it, but it really helps you keep your head right at the ball. Makes this line from your left shoulder down to the ball consistent through the whole swing. Stays right there. Makes it really easy to hit it flush. Otherwise, you have to time it. You can get more weight movement, like weight transfer, but then you have to really time it, which is possible. So swing a little faster here. So the way I'm getting a little more club head speed is not necessarily faster swinging through my body, but hey Frankie Fish, don't touch my ball, but I'm flinging the head around a little bit more. Almost like just kind of like if you had a weight on the end of a rope, and if you wanted to swing that rope around your head, you have to time it so that weight will come around and you kind of like pulling the weight around with the rope. Same thing with the end of the head here. You can overdo it and then you start flipping things left and right. If you're just focusing on speed, keep that weight on the left foot. It's pretty easy to do a little cut when you do this. It's also easier to miss hit. See, there's a little bit more normal swing. You can get a nice, crisp, flush hit. It'll actually go farther. But I think it's still good to do as practice because it gets you to feel what makes the club head go faster. Let's jump up to the driver, hit a few of these. Get some thoughts on what my driver's doing. I have the TSR4 here. It's at 8 degrees, but I wish I would have got a little bit higher loft, but I have it set at 9.5. I widen the stance a bit on my drive, and I don't overthink it. Slow backswing again, weight on the left foot. Get a nice solid center hit. It was a little high on the face, but I'm happy with that. I really prefer hitting a little cut. If I try to hit a draw, which I can do, my miss is left, a little duck hook. I really turn it over. The head just really turns. It's just so easy to turn. And I don't know if that's because it's flexing or if I'm over swinging or what, but it seems when I want to hit a little cut, I can hit a little baby cut. It's a little lower, but still seems to be easy to put in play. So I tend to hit that. even when there's out of bounds on the right. The other one I like to hit is just a straight hit, if I can get it. But I have to swing hard to hit it straight, because I really got to get my lower back to turn in order to get that face around square. Lost my tee on that one. But this is why I love golf, because I come out here every morning. There's always something to learn. Always a problem to solve. Some puzzle. So my backswing on this, I almost feel like it doesn't feel like I'm doing this, or it feels like I'm doing this, but I'm not. I'm not breaking my wrists up like this, but I am a little bit. And I think that's because I'm trying to do a slow backswing. It allows me to have a nice, easy swing there and get good contact. Especially with the driver, because it's so light and big, lots of wind resistance. Seems easy to get the club head out of sync with your wrists. And so really focusing on that slow backswing really helps. Yeah, these ones are feeling good this morning. A little bit off the toe. What happened was I fell backwards and the grip slipped in my hand. It twisted the club clockwise in my hand, and when I hit, I was kind of pulling the club through. Still was able to hit it, but I think I was swinging a bit hard and not holding on tight enough. So the harder you swing, the harder you got to hold on. And that's the benefit of the slow backswing. Hopefully, you won't swing so hard. Because you don't really have to swing that hard to get a nice long drive. You just got to hit it in the center of the club. Let the club do the work. I really focus on when I'm hitting in a round. Stand behind the ball, line up the club with where I want to go, pick a spot right in front of the ball, and then I really focus on the club head pointing right at that spot. And then I set my left hand so that it's square. Then bring my right hand over. Then I set up a little bit wider stance where I'm comfortable here. I barely bend my knees, not very much. Keep that left foot a little bit open. It helps you be able to turn in, to turn over. That way your chest can be pointed to where you're hitting. Then just a nice slow backswing. Oh, that's a good one. It's a good one to end on. Well, thanks for listening to my ramblings. I don't know if I'll do this very often, but if you like it, let me know. I can talk through more swings, some more thoughts, and we can discuss this in the comments. See you later.